In this video, we will talk about 21 dating tips that may help you find your puzzle piece person. This list comes from an article written by Lubicka Svedkovska on moderngentleman.net. Man, I'm glad there's still a site that values being a gentleman. The women, daughters, granddaughters, etc. of the world deserve one. Please tell me in the comments below which of these means the most to you, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it. Stay tuned to the end for a bonus fact, and now, to the list. Number 1. 60% of women are not actively dating. Now, women aren't the only ones giving up on dating, because 43% of men stated they're not going on dates either. Dating can be the path to better days, but also proof that people are crazy. Some of the things you see in online dating profiles make you shake your head. Who suggested these things were a good idea? Dating is definitely not for everyone. Number 2. Florida is the best state for singles. Now, Louisiana has more single people at the time of the study, but Florida's entertainment and dining options put it at the top of the list. Florida may also be the worldwide leader in humidity and strange headlines, but it does have its strong points too. Number 3. San Francisco has the highest percentage of single men per single women. On the flip side, Memphis, Tennessee is the city with the highest number of single women per single men. And Memphis has really good barbecue. Number 4. Teenage dating statistics show that 35% of teenagers have a romantic relationship. Now, I would have thought that was a higher number, but we are talking about relationships, not just teenage horniness. And the teenage years are tough enough without the emotional roller coaster of an actual romance to deal with. So maybe that's for the best. Number 5. Around 8% of couples met through a dating app or site, according to online dating trends. Now, I would have thought this was also much higher with all of the men looking for Tinderellas these days. But online dating is not the most successful way to meet someone. There's probably no better way to see a man showing off dead animals, shirtless bathroom pics, or all kinds of photos they wouldn't want their grandmas to know exist. But there are better ways to meet someone romantically. 39% of couples met through friends, and 15% met at work. Number 6. It takes just 4 minutes to see if you click with someone. For most people, that might seem too short a time to get to know someone well. However, research shows that this is enough time for two people to forge a meaningful connection. I've read that a connection can be made in far less time than that. But either way, you'll probably know pretty quickly. Number 7. 63% of men believe that men should pay for the first date. Nearly half of women agree that it's the man's responsibility to pay. Yet 18% of women and 7% of men think splitting the bill is a good idea. Number 8. 70% of Americans have kissed on the first date. And Gen Xers are the ones most likely to do so. I guess all those 80s hair bands rock ballads had a lasting impact. Number 9. A study revealed that the biggest turnoff for women on the first date is a man who constantly checks his phone. Come on, fellas, let her be the center of your attention. Now, what do women like on first dates? Well, many studies say that women notice when a man is being kind to restaurant staff, and women should notice this. Who wants to date a man who has a nuclear meltdown when his girlfriend or spouse asks a question during a football game? Number 10. 49% of singles cited talking about past relationships on the first date as the biggest conversation killer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep your exes in the past. And don't underestimate the power of a quality conversation. Number 11. The average number of relationships before marriage for men is 6, and for women it's 5. Both of those numbers seem surprisingly small. Some people have that many flings in a single semester of college or a short vacation. Now, obviously, a fling and a relationship are two entirely different things. But failed relationships can suck more out of a person than a horde of mosquitoes, which may explain why so few people are dating. Number 12. 28 is the average age people meet their spouse. However, for women it's 25, and that means they're slightly younger than men when they find their Mr. Right. And this number continues to go up for both people. Number 13. Couples that date for 2 years before settling down are at a 20% lower risk of divorce than couples who are together for less than a year. A study involving 3,000 couples in the U.S. concluded that partners who dated for at least 3 years before getting married were 39% less likely to get a divorce. Experts recommend that being in a relationship for at least a year before tying the knot is a good idea. Number 14. People who find a partner online get married faster than couples who meet in real life. Couples who have met on a dating app such as Tinder or a dating website get married after 4 years of dating, while half of those who met through friends or in public places get married after a 10-year relationship. That 10-year statistic surprises me. I didn't know there were that many decade-long relationships that led to marriage, but we do know that the longer you take prior to marriage, the better the success rate. Number 15. The percentage of relationships that fail in the first year is 70%. However, the numbers are showing that the longer couples are together, the stronger the relationship is. This is especially true if they are married, as marriage is a strong binder for partners staying together. But the likelihood of couples ending the relationship after 5 years drops drastically, all the way down to 20%. Number 16. More than 32 million U.S. citizens use dating apps. Now, for reference, that is less than 10% of the U.S. population. And yes, not everybody in the population is single, but don't overlook the fact that, wrong as it might be, there are plenty of married people on those apps too. Number 17. 64% of women expressing their preferences want to date men with tattoos, but only 39% of men said they liked women with body art. The fact men and women see things differently should be no surprise. Number 18. Modern dating can be time-consuming. According to a Duke University study, to get 1.8 hours of average dating time in real life, people spend over 5 hours a week looking at profiles, and another 6 to 7 hours sending and replying to emails or messages on sites. And in a busy society, this time crush can be yet another reason some people prefer to share their couch with a pet. Number 19. Couples who meet online are more racially and ethnically diverse than those who meet offline. 3 in 10 couples who met online report being involved with someone of a different race or ethnicity, while 46% say they do not identify with the same political beliefs as the partner they met on the internet. Being in a relationship with someone of other political views than yours in the U.S. today, that could be an extreme sport. Number 20. According to statistics about online dating scams, frauds centered on romance have cost Americans over $200 million in a single year. Recently, there were 25,000 reported cases of romance scams, but the real number could be much higher because many people are too ashamed or embarrassed to admit they've been duped. Please never send money to someone you've only met online. Number 21. Adults who had been the victims of sexual or physical violence or stalking first experienced some sort of abuse from their partner between the ages of 11 and 17. And due to the lack of life experience, how would they know how to handle it? To the men, young or grown, watching this, if you ever physically harm a woman who trusts you, Get serious help. That's never all right. Never. And you are the problem. Now for that special bonus tip. 74% of people in one study said that they value a meaningful dialogue more than physical appearance. Now, a lot plays into this, including the attractiveness of the voice, the open-mindedness of the opinion, the ability to listen and lead a conversation, but being a good conversationalist is very attractive. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and click on the video previewed on your channel right now. I hand chose it for you. Thanks for watching.